Hey, this is John with your Thursday Inspired Thought. I bet most of us have had this faux pas happen to them at least once in our lives. And that is hitting the reply all button to an email when the reply button would have sufficed. My most recent reply all mistake came when my employer was having a silent auction to raise money for the charitable fund. There were some trinkets being sold, including a nice watch. The auctioneer stated that this was a closed auction and that all bids should come back to him via email. So, I safely and securely made my offer for the watch, and then I hit the reply, or so I thought, button. It wasn't until about 30 seconds later when I saw my name and my bid come through on my computer screen, and I realized that something was amiss. Through my swift male deductive reasoning, I quickly realized I had just clicked the reply all button. Oh, and that's when it began. My coworkers, who were all eager to point out my error, and I don't fault them for that because I would have done the same thing, they began in with their questions. They began diving at me with, John, do you realize that you hit the reply all button? And then they were humorous with it too. John, do you play poker much? And to statements such as, I'm going to bid one more penny higher than John. I could have defended myself, but it was just too funny not to. So I wrote back to each of my coworkers with a message like, why, of course I meant to hit the reply all button. Doesn't everybody? I wanted to give everybody a fair shot at that watch. And play poker? Why, of course I play poker. I'm so good that I will win the pot even when I show my cards. Most of us have done it. We've hit the reply all or have done something similar in our life with other circumstances. And we regret that we did it. The inspirational challenge is to then find the funny in what we did. Own it and be vulnerable. Don't send out a mass email recalling the message because that just brings more attention to you. Just own up to it and take your lumps. Try to look for the humor in the situation. Laugh at yourself. Sometimes we just take ourselves too seriously. And don't call me seriously. Because using reply all just might pay off in the end. Yeah, you know what? I won the watch. It was my strategy all along. So forget what I just said about hit the reply all button. Just do it all the time. This has been John Register with your Thursday Inspired Thought. Now you go forth and inspire your world. See you next week.